Hey guys, it's Bob, Keller's Aquatics, of course, and I'm really not doing anything in particular here except just kind of sitting down and taking a deep breath and looking at the work so far, the stocking, and seeing how it's done. Tibby and I are enjoying watching the tank. Tibby, Tibby, say hi. I've semi-cleaned it up. It's had a water change, and it also has been cleaned on the outside. For anyone that has extremely hard water or has ever had salt, you know it's constant night and day, 24/7 battle to keep the water spots off with the salt. So they just appear there. But got some more of the hardscape in. And you can see what I've added simply from the lighter color. It doesn't have algae on it yet. You can see some that I added in between that's starting to get color, and then the original. Sorry, got lots of cat attention. Everyone's doing well. Not going to go through and look at fish individually. This is just kind of what they do. I will mention that down there in the rocks on the left, like peeping out the head there, that's the new little stars and stripe puffer, and he and Melon up above there, and Melon maybe about twice his size, are really buddies. He kind of follows Melon around, and if he sees him and he's lost him, he goes over and floats beside him, suspends beside him. You might notice there's a pre-intake filter up there, a sponge floating, and that's because I didn't get it on that tidal filter there on the left. There's the sponge turning around good. So as I'm adding more fish, I'm adding more filter media to grow more beneficial bacteria and keep the tank cycling. And with the price these fish some of these fish cost, I'm really staying on top of this a couple of times a day. So parameters are doing great, doing absolutely great. I'd really like to get the pH up just a little bit more. It's running just under 8. I'd really like to have it 8.1, 8.3, but I'm working on that, dosing for that. Also, I've got a full dose of copper in here, which is one of the best things ever invented and to use for saltwater fish. You can use it at half dose, half strength in freshwater fish. I have not been bold enough to do that yet, but I'm just using it just to make sure that all of these fish are wormed, that they don't have any skin parasites, that everything's fine. And I haven't brought anything new into my new fish. There's one of the little goatfish down there. But yeah, just kind of taking a deep breath here and just sitting back and seeing what's going on. And I guess next week I will start adding fish from the 40-gallon tank that are going to be bigger fish. I could stop talking and just enjoy this for a minute, right? That goby that's just stuck down behind the rock there again. You can see its reflection over there in the end glass. It's so super cool. He really stared me down at the store, and I just could not leave without him. He just came in and had not gone through any quarantine. So again, another reason for the copper in here. But he found the feeding spot in the tank quickly and dug him some tunnels and caves underneath those rocks. And those rocks also, you can see the other stars and stripe puffer is resting in the top. Those rocks have caves underneath, and I did take some time to make sure these were like fish habitable. I am going to add a couple more rocks on each side of this middle piece just to brace it a little bit. It is a little precarious. It would take a lot to make it fall, but you know, that's when unexpected things happen. So I'm going to brace it a little bit, and in doing so I'll close it in some like these two end formations, for lack of a better word, and that will also give them some more private spaces. But I do want to try to keep some of it open too, so that as these fish get bigger, they have lots of cool places to swim. And soft coral, after the copper runs a 2-week cycle and I see no signs or symptoms of anything with anybody, then I'll be putting in some of my not expensive or hard corals that I'm struggling with, still learning with, and I don't need fish messing with those, but some of the zinnias and flower pots, some of the simple things like that that are toxics and taste horrible, and that the fish should leave alone. Alright, I'll let it go a few more seconds and shut her down. Thank you guys for watching this and all my videos. I enjoy amazing support from you guys, and the interaction is what's really nice, the comments and the encouragement. And there he is. He's watching me. Really cool fish. A lot of people don't like the gold-headed gobies because what he did just there, he picked up a mouthful of substrate, and as he swam away, he drizzled that down. And they told me that at the fish store. And people that have a $300 piece of coral there that's taken 6 months to get it to open and looks gorgeous, I'm exaggerating a little, but not much. You really don't want fish that are dropping sand on the top of that. So they're really better in tanks like this. So the coral I'm going to have is not that kind of stuff. So he has a mouthful again, and see him dropping it. So yeah, I can see. I think that means I want to eat. All right, guys, I appreciate all of you, and thanks again so much for tolerating this madness and encouraging me. Take care.